Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one. That's at David G. Evans, the number one. We're so honored that you would take the time to join us. Do us a favor, as always. Like us and subscribe to us. Hit that notification bell. Give us a thumbs up. Help us in the algorithm so that we can always gain some ground, but we can't do it without your participation. We'd love to talk to you today. All of you who have been listening for a while, but you've never called in, perhaps this will be the day that you call us and let us know what's on your heart as it relates to our subjects. But always remember, On Point is that Christian-based, biblical-based call-in talk show, so we see everything from a kingdom of God perspective, and our answers are from that perspective also. So we would be honored if you give us a call, toll-free, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. We love to talk to you. We have callers from all around the nation, and we love you to be a part of that. Looking forward to the conversation today. Our world-famous co-host is here, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith.
Good morning. Good
What's
morning.
up, man?
How you doing?
Sound like that guy from ESPN, man. The Smith guy.
Stephen A.
Yeah, the A. Smith. All those A. Smiths.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm not loud.
No,
Oh, you meant the A.
You the anti.
Right.
You the anti Stephen A. Man. Come on.
Yeah, I know he.
Man, that guy.
He puts on a role.
But that's the way he's built his reputation. So.
Yeah, he puts it on.
And
It's the character, so.
Yeah, it is. And
Mixed with his brand.
Yeah. That's his brand.
Yeah.
You know, he say good morning. He says, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Look, he making some good money doing
Making
it.
paper holler.
Making some good.
He's a character actor. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on. I'm sure our callers want to talk about the upcoming election.
Yeah.
But there are some granular things that we probably could touch on today. I was a little surprised at Bezos. Washington Post, first time in their history they have not endorsed a candidate. I'm sure that they have a bunch of philosophical reasons, but I think the real reason is dollars, and he's hedging his bet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't support anybody. I remember in local politics one year, the person running for mayor in one of our local towns normally had the support of the party bosses, and that particular person found out that they had decided to support both, and the one candidate was given more than the one that supposedly had the relationship all along, and all the racial things were in place, and the person that was the incumbent was offended by the fact that after all those years of working with the party that person did not get the support. This is as lukewarm as you can get. We're not going to support anybody when the Post has never been shot. Now the editorial department is all behind Ms. Harris, but I think it's a statement from Bezos.
It is. You've been around more wealthy people, top dollar people. You don't get to that place without a measure of greed.
Absolutely.
I hate to say it like, but it's true though.
Absolutely.
Eventually, and the Bible does talk about this, about warning against greed and the love of money, the love of power, etc. To me, maybe it's where I am financially.
Okay.
I'm not nowhere near Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
You know, he probably makes in a day what I make in probably in 6 months or a year.
All our lives.
Right. You worth $200 billion.
Come on, man. Come on. And he's not the richest guy in the world.
Yeah, the Saudis and but to me the question is at a certain point when is enough enough?
Never.
But for them it's never.
Never.
So you're willing to hurt people just to gain an extra billion?
Never.
I mean, when you're at a $100 billion range, an extra billion is not.
But when you're there,
Yeah.
it's like a person that makes $50,000 a year. You always, you don't want to go down, you want to go up.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
So with them, it's the same thing, except they're thinking in the environment that they're in, from
Yeah.
what I can understand,
Mm.
the environment that they're in, they're billionaires, so they think in billions.
Right.
Like working people think in hundreds and thousands.
Right.
They think in billions.
Yeah.
So everything is millions, billions.
Billions.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But to me, it's like, maybe I'm looking at the way if I am. If I'm in a billionaire, millionaire, my thought is, I can make an extra 10 million, but not at the expense of somebody making 40, 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Because
Of course.
maybe I'm looking at like as a position where you're fortunate to be in.
Yeah, but he's not looking at that.
They're not looking at it like
Like
this.
he's looking at it, just in case
Yeah.
Vice President Harris doesn't win, what impact could he have? Because he's talking about taking away people's commerce licenses
Yeah.
and things like that. So he's got a concern. He's
Yeah.
talking about shutting down TV stations, which I don't understand why that's acceptable to anybody.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you see Jimmy Swaggart's son?
Yes. I unfortunately I did. Yes.
Unbeknownst to us, years ago, I'd heard him minister, and I said, you know what? He might be a good new face for Power of God.
Yeah. When he first started, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because, we bring in new faces. And that was when we had the 6-night, 5-day format. So we had room for,
Yeah.
preachers. And I am absolutely amazed that people outside our context think they have a right to tell us how to operate within our context and have no cultural sensitivity, no cultural perspective, don't see it the way we do, and forgetting that the African American church was birthed because we were not allowed to go to white churches. So the church was birthed out of racism.
Yep.
So he's going to try to tell us how to operate when the reason, it was their prejudice that caused us to have to find somewhere else to worship.
Yep. You were so much nicer than the way I was going to say it. I'll phrase it like this.
Okay.
I'm tired of some of them, not all of them.
No, not all.
Feeling like they are the bastion of how to do it.
Well, yeah.
And they're the superior way. And it's almost like talking down to us, like, do it our way because we do it better than y'all the right way.
Well, I've had several altercations, verbal, with guests that have come here during the last years for our convocation, and with very few exceptions, Sharona be an exception, maybe Carpenter, but from that point on, always coming in, trying to indicate or tell me what we're not doing after being here for 5 minutes. And each time I've had to say, excuse me, you haven't been here long enough. Rather than indict us, why don't you ask, do we have this X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
And this also came from people that we had somewhat of a close relationship with. And I had to back them up. Now, mind you, their ministries weren't nearly as blessed as ours. But they were trying to instruct me because it just felt like they had this, I'm gonna feel better about myself if I tell you what to do. And then I had to back them up before they came out to preach.
My Texas crew I go to,
Yes.
the one I'm cool with, he's
Okay.
right down the line.
Okay.
He admitted to me years ago, he said, white churches, black churches got the same problems.
Yep.
We just cover ours a certain way.
Wow.
He's like, don't get it full.
Right.
They know how to mask
So they give the impression.
the impression of all this stuff, but some of them still give that vibe of it's a style thing. The
Yeah.
way we do it's better than y'all,
Yeah.
and it's biblical as God.
Right.
And all y'all do is emotion and
Yeah.
Well,
I had that conversation with Don Mears at a dinner after a service he did here. I went over to support Pastor Khan and the meeting that they had over in Voorhees. at the high school, and he started, at the dinner, he made the mistake of saying we understood praise but didn't understand worship. And I just,
Yeah.
you know, and the other minority preachers were sitting there, and none of them spoke up. I'm looking around the room at the senior guys like, okay, which one of you guys going to say something?
Yeah.
And then I went through the whole biblical thing about praise and worship, and didn't have anything to do with your ethnicity, and the emotional intensity of your worship was based upon the degree of captivity. I mean, just all of that. And he was shocked that I had a response for him, because normally the guys would just sit there and take that nonsense.
Yeah. They would. Yeah.
So our expression is different. So it makes it, because there's nothing in the Bible that says worship is quiet.
Yep.
There's nothing there.
Yep. And I told him, look, the Bible talks a lot about Jewish history, Jewish culture, and I don't know about y'all.
Boisterous.
Very boisterous. Their worship, their praise.
Boisterous.
I mean, you go to their bar mitzvahs and all.
Boisterous.
Extremely.
It ain't, ooh,
Right.
It ain't that.
now, but they love Israel, but ignore, or maybe it's who determines.
Well, just who determines what.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. It's true. It's true.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point. Number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like us right now. We need you to like us. Subscribe to us. Give us a thumb up. Hit that notification button. You need more subscribers. We need you to get on board and help us gain some ground. We'd like to gain some milestones over the next few months, and we can only do it if you help us. Line 1 and line 6 are lit. We're going to be going to them in just a moment. Of course, Tom from Fort Lauderdale is on the phone, and we'll see who else is on. Multiple Pennsylvania counties are reporting fraudulent voter registration. How?
It seems like it's a mixture of stuff. Some look like somebody filled out the form in somebody else's name.
Okay.
And sent them in.
Okay.
Some, of course, missing important information.
Now, are they saying what they voted, or just saying?
It's just voter registration. So these people are trying to register to vote, but they can tell they're not legit.
Okay.
And it's happened around multiple.
Okay. But that was happening at the last election.
Yeah. And it's around key counties that will take Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Stuff's.
What do I keep saying?
If
two people are in a fight,
the
person that starts biting is the one that knows they're losing.
Yep.
Always. I don't start biting you until I'm losing. I don't cheat until I think I'm losing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you something. Mike Tyson and that other guy, Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, he bit his ear.
He started biting him in the ear because Evander was lighting him up. I'm telling you, it happens every time.
It does.
What's his name when that girl was kicking his behind in the car? Rihanna was beating
Chris
up.
Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown. He started biting.
Yeah.
You know you're losing.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm saying.
Georgia, a couple things there. Those key places, you're seeing some little.
It's going to be so. And I understand the lawsuits are already out there, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to matter. Massachusetts governor signs a new gun law. Was it good or bad?
Good. Trying to get the ghost guns off the streets.
Need to.
And certain registration processes and stuff. I mean, it's time.
It's harder to get a driver's license
Yeah.
in some places than it is to get a license to carry a gun. I think, just like you have to take lessons, back in the day you had to actually drive a car to get a driver's license. I think you have to take some lessons at the range in order to qualify to get a license. And then you got to pass the written.
Yep.
I mean, you got to make, some guys not going to go through all that.
Japan does that.
Well, they better.
They do that. And
you see what their murder rate is, don't you?
Exactly. Because very few people have guns because their process is very strenuous.
It's almost none. Now, the criminals have them, but they only shoot each other.
Right.
Which is the most amazing thing you ever want to see.
I know. Right.
I was in a hotel lobby when the Yakuza walked in.
The who?
Yakuza.
Okay.
That's the Japanese mafia.
Okay.
Japanese mafia. They walked in the lobby, all dressed in black like they normally are. Very menacing. None of the regular folk were afraid.
Okay.
Everybody nodded, bowed. They went on about their business, went into the restaurant. They came out. They rarely does a citizen get injured from them.
Okay.
They only fight each other in that group. But it was weird because they walked in and I'm looking at these guys and said, oh, this is trouble. I'm sitting in the lobby and I said, yo,
Yeah.
this looks like a movie. And they were like, pretty tough guys.
Yeah.
Had the little swags on and stuff. And the older guy was up front.
Yeah.
And it was memorable. At the same time, it was the same lobby that I left my camera in, sticking up out of my travel bag all day long while I was on a tour, and the bag wasn't moved.
Wow.
All day in the lobby, busy hotel.
Yeah.
The bag was right there, camera still sticking up out of it.
Wow.
I came back, and when I told the tour guide, I said, I think I left my bag with my camera, my passport, everything was in there. He said, don't worry about it. They won't touch it.
Okay.
I said, get out of it. He said, they wouldn't think of touching it.
See, that's probably, people keep saying there are some things that are uniquely American. Mass shootings. There's crime all over the world. But you don't hear about a lot of the things that happen here around the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And there used to be a code in the streets.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Certain people you don't mess with.
Used to be.
We do our thing, but leave these people alone.
Like you didn't bother old people.
Yep.
Old people were not seen as prey.
Yep.
When I was coming up, you wouldn't dare. Matter of fact, if we were coming down the street and we were loud and an older person was approaching us, we'd get quiet, at least until they got by us.
Yeah.
We might start cussing and fussing again, but we wouldn't do it in front of them. But it was,
Yeah. And if you mess with one, it was repercussions from.
Oh, yeah, man. From the other people.
Yep.
But I came back. My stuff was sitting there. The shift had changed. They had instructed the next shift coming in.
Okay.
That was left by a person. Keep your eye on it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. I just knew my camera and everything was gone.
Yeah.
America?
Right. Yeah.
Out of here.
I want to go, man. They say Japan is a nice
Wonderful.
place, especially now with all the stuff they got.
Wonderful. It was wonderful then. The bullet train, of course, is amazing.
Yeah.
Tokyo, with all the neon and everything, is amazing. They don't have a lot of spare land, so you go into a department store and you can buy produce.
Okay.
Now, the reason they don't have a lot of land, and the reason you go to a department store, because their grapefruits are not like our grapefruit.
Okay.
Their oranges are not like ours. They're like huge. So they've grown them because they don't have a lot of land, so they grow the stuff bigger. So you go in and the first thing you see, man, it looks like a bunch of heads sitting in the display. Oranges, grapefruits, honeydew melons, watermelons. I mean, just everything big because they cannot spare the land.
Okay.
So the produce is a little larger than we're used to. No dirty cars, no dented cars, no loud cars. The alleys are clean. It's amazing.
I want to go one time.
It's amazing. And the food, out of this world.
If I could still eat sushi, I'd.
Man.
Man.
I thought I was going to gain weight in Japan, man. I lost weight. All that walking and all that good eating.
Yeah. Well, ain't got them fillers in there like we have over here.
No, man. And I didn't like American Asian food when I got back.
Okay.
Tried to taste it. I
Makes
was like,
sense, yeah.
So I started asking for the stuff that I had over there. They were like, sure. We'll put in that American sauce on it, okay?
Right.
It was wonderful, man. China was the same way. That Peking duck over there, cooked it in mud.
Good.
Man.
Flashbacks.
Anyway.
I know.
866-743-8267. We're back in the United States now. I'm back. So judge delays Trump's sentencing to after the election. I believe he's running hard because of all the legal issues that he's facing. And I heard something the other day that a divorce settlement has already been negotiated between him and Melania.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That I guess, if it's true that she's agreed to wait till after the election or maybe, whatever, but
okay, interesting.
Yeah, you see it?
But they're saying that she came out and said it wasn't true, but I don't know.
Can't tell.
We'll see. Crazier things have happened.
Screen time linked to mental health symptoms in children. I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that. Did you hear that what's that thing that all this real popular with something box? No. What's that thing that's real popular with the kids that they like playing on?
Switch, Nintendo Switch.
No. The program.
Oh, Roblox.
Roblox.
Yeah.
Pedophiles have penetrated the
Yeah.
thing.
Yep. It starts shutting this stuff down, man.
So you got to actually look at it yourself, because they found a way to start communicating with the kids through Roblox.
Yep. People are.
They sit around and devise ways.
Yeah.
And the penalties for getting caught at that stuff. This is what appears to me. The penalties for getting caught at that stuff indicates to me how strong that drive is.
Yeah.
Because you're willing to risk your liberty.
Right. Yeah. To want to be. Yeah.
It's
It's a sickness.
So you don't. Anyone that doesn't have that sickness doesn't understand that. It's like an addiction.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can't fathom what it is to be addicted to something so thoroughly that everything else in life takes second place.
You want to steal from your family, your friends.
all that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But you'd have to be addicted or have been to know that.
Yeah. They were saying something was cool. This therapist was talking how a lot of parents now will have their kids learn ABCs on video.
Yeah.
And she said it may help with ABCs, but the problem is with the screen going like this.
Mm-hmm. Messes them up.
All their brain is
messes them up.
versus reading.
They can't pay attention.
It's just
can't pay attention.
Yeah.
I've got Raina reading more.
Mm-hmm.
She's taken upon herself. Actually, she's read in the car when coming to school. She reads now instead of kibitzing back and forth with Chan.
Mm-hmm. Because
give my head a break.
I know. Ooh, what's this? What's that? Is this Evans? It's also
Man, 55,000 questions. We've got Tom from Fort Lauderdale. Line 1. We got Robin from Bear. Let's go to Tom. Good morning, Tom. How you doing? Welcome to On Point.
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing,
Hey,
Pastor
Tom.
Nick?
Doing all right, man.
You opened up this morning saying, Pastor Nick is, Stephen A. almost.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up, did you see him on Hannity?
Who, Stephen A?
Yeah, I saw clips of it. He was on Hannity,
Man, he tore Hannity up.
Hannity was trying to say that Trump is lucid, he talks well, he explains himself.
on.
And
Why
Stephen
did he
A's like,
stop?
come on, yo. Like,
Come on.
you ask him this, he word salads in the pews instead of
I'm
talking
not even
about.
sure it's word salad.
Right.
I just think he's,
But-
his stream of
but it's-
consciousness is never
Right.
locally within the vicinity of what you've asked him.
Right.
It's just,
And have you heard recently how he's taken? Now remember, he's the manliest man of all.
yes.
But now he's taking some breaks due to exhaustion. He
Oh.
canceled
Yeah.
some appearances.
Oh, really? Is that why he canceled?
Yeah, because they claim exhaustion. I guess look, we all get old, and eventually at a certain age, he's almost 80.
He's closing in on 80.
Yeah, all that flying and
And
running
he's
around.
not fit.
Yes.
He said that's the reason why he missed the 60-minute interview. That's why he didn't show up for a couple of other things. And now they were comparing, people want to compare him to Biden missing things, but Hannity and those guys won't say that.
I've got a theory, Tom. Let me ask you a question. I know some very intelligent, very successful people who are Trump supporters. I have a theory. I believe that the emotion attached to feeling pushed aside is so strong that they're willing to distill every word that he speaks and basically ignore everything that he does. Just the prospect of quote unquote them being in charge again.
Yep.
Like we thought we were in charge, which was crazy.
Which is insane.
Does that make sense?
That's the only conclusion you can come to.
Yep.
Okay.
What else is there?
Yeah.
Because rhyme or reason doesn't do it.
Yeah. They're so afraid of the country changing. They just.
I think the angst is in their minds. It's already changed.
Yeah.
So what they're trying to do is get it back again.
Yeah.
Back to what though?
Yeah, right. And to us, it feels like it's changed, but it ain't changed that much.
No. We've been on a journey, but
Right.
we haven't traveled very far.
Right.
Come on. Now.
We're still aware who we are in this country. Like, come on.
Come on.
And Bishop, I think you would have enjoyed the interview. One part of the interview, Hannity was talking about how Kamala was not lucid in certain things, and she didn't answer the questions, and this was a lie, and that was a lie. And Stephen A. went into Stephen A. He goes, wait a minute, you're talking about comparing her to Trump? And then he hit the points. He's like, wait a minute, you're talking about lying? He goes, you know what? He goes, I'll vote for Chris Christie. I'll vote for this guy. But Trump? He's like, he just kept, he's like, wait a minute. He says, no, stop it. We're not talking about other Republicans. We're talking about Trump. Oh, it was beautiful.
I'm surprised Hannity had more.
Well, he goes on Hannity every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was on it. He was on target.
Yeah. Did you hear VP Harris was on one of Charlamagne the God's interviews, right?
Yes.
And he was like, so what do you say when people talk about how you stick to your talking points and sound so mechanical at times? She said it's called discipline. And to me, that makes sense.
And what did he say?
And he just laughed. He said, that makes sense to me. Because why would you criticize somebody who's
answering the question
and answered the question
and being prepared? When the opposite evaluation is didn't seem prepared, couldn't answer the questions, wasn't briefed properly, got all these reasons.
Yeah.
But they don't say that about their boy.
Nope. Because they call his talking off the cuff real and hers lying or could be,
So they're giving permission for him to be undisciplined.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And to say whatever comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it has nothing to do with running for the office.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's only him. He doesn't mean it.
Well, in order to be a supporter of his, and I've noticed from some of my friends, one who died recently, you have to distill almost every word he speaks. And you have to reformat everything he does.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't distill every word and don't reformat every action, that's the only way it can make sense to him. It started a long time ago with Miss Conway, alternate facts.
Yep.
She was distilling his words.
Mm-hmm.
Boil them down till you get something.
Yep.
That's acceptable.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. What's going on with your governor, man?
He's still making noise, but I think the state's going to flip. I know down here in the South, all the counties, the 2-year election, Democrats took over everything, and I'm telling you, the polls down here are neck and neck. This is supposed to be a red state, so I just wish Kamala would come down here a little more often.
Has she been there?
Her husband was here in Miami yesterday.
Okay.
But she hasn't been.
She's going to swing through. She'll swing through.
Yeah.
She's pretty busy.
I think it's still in play.
Yeah.
And let me leave you with this, Bishop.
Yeah.
You guys were talking earlier about money. And at least in this country, Elon Musk being the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't be the top guy. What's his name? Jeff Bezos. He gave half his fortune to his wife in the divorce.
And made most
or he would be it.
Yeah, he made that money back, though.
What I'm saying is, though, if he still had her half, wouldn't nobody be close to that guy. That guy is filthy rich.
Yeah, he's loaded. They say Musk, is that his name? Elon? See, Elon supposedly is the richest guy in the world right now, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what there's. He's
in America,
claiming,
man.
in America, yeah.
In America.
They say the Saudis and them, they got money
you can't
out
you
there.
can't touch them. You can't touch them.
Oh, they said people like Putin even.
They're like the Clampets. Their money comes out of the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, God put that in there.
Right.
So it's got to be in there. That's amazing.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, 'cause Elon is $244 billion.
Yeah.
And Bezos is next after that. But yeah.
What's Bezos have?
Let me see. How much is Bezos worth?
244 billion, you said, is Elon?
Elon, yep. Bezos is 197 billion. Zuckerberg is 181 billion.
Those aren't nowhere near poverty wages.
No. This can end poverty.
It has for them.
For them, yeah, right.
Those three guys could.
This will end poverty for the whole world.
Man, can you imagine? But that's a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah, it is.
Different set of responsibilities. Yeah. Different set of pressures. 24-hour security, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
because you're kidnapped, possibility and potential.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
All that, man. We're looking at them, but the kids have to have 24-hour security. The adults do. Is it? They have to live with guards, and it's not like you got security at the job. Yeah. You don't go anywhere without them.
Yep.
Yeah. And not guys that just look intimidating. Right. Guys that can actually do some stuff.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's a different lifestyle.
Yeah, and some people think they want it, but a lot of people that have been president for 4 years, 8 years, their families have been overwhelmed by the amount of security that's necessary to keep them alive. Now, there's my problem. If you're trying to keep me alive, I'm not going to give you a hard time.
No, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, make it easy. Make it easy.
It just seems you're taking care of me. I want to outlast this thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'll take the inconvenience.
Yep. And that's what you hear a lot of celebrities talk about, the hardship of not being able to just go out and do stuff. In the sense of this. And I know. I know I don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad. I'm just you bringing it up.
Yeah.
Like I can on a small scale.
Yeah.
We're no way comparing to a small scale.
No.
So if I go to Dallas, I go somewhere nobody knows who I am,
okay,
and I'm walking around the mall,
and
I'm not acting like I'm a super popular person.
Right.
But I can walk around a little more relaxed without walking through Cherry Hill Mall. Hey, Pastor, can you pray for me?
Yeah.
I got you. Not saying.
Gonna put you to work.
Not saying now I wouldn't do that, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's just,
I know.
And I'm nowhere where y'all are at that, but.
Well, when we go to a conference together, and you like, and Anthony said the same thing.
Yeah.
Doc, you talk to everybody.
Yeah.
But you're walking down the hallway, and down the, in the wing in the airport, and people are saying, get picked up.
Right.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Act stupid?
Right. Yeah, you got.
But, you're just like, give me your coat.
Give me a coat.
Just give me your coat.
But these are the people that support you.
Absolutely.
So you have to be able to be nice enough to.
Yep.
Which, shouldn't be a rare thing in our.
Where were we? I think we were in Orlando when that guy walked up to us and said he'd been following us for 3 days.
That was Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bishop, I remember when you were on the air, when I would see you on TV and all the time and all that kind of stuff. And when you were just like out there, and I remember running into you once or twice on the outside, and not bothering you. What I mean was, once we were in the bank, right around the corner from the church.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I hope, I think it was Bishop. I'm not going to go over there sweaty, because I bet somebody in here is going to go over and go, hey, leave that man alone.
Man, you'd be surprised at your request. Can you pray for my daughter? Can you pray for me right now?
I know.
Yeah, I said, you know what?
I'm on my way into the men's room. You mind if
I'll come back out.
Just give me a minute.
But there are times where you enjoy being nobody knows who you are. You just
that's why
there.
I stay in the room when I get where I'm going.
Yeah, just there. Yes,
I stay in the room. It's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Want to go out? Nah, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm going to see you tomorrow. Yep.
Good talking to you, Tom. You feeling all right?
All right. Oh, yeah, doing great.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
See you, Tom.
Hey, take care.
Bye-bye. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. We've got Robin from Bear, Delaware with her historic one question.
Yes.
One thing to say. And then we've got Danny from Lauderhill, Florida. Let's go to Robin right now. She's on line 6. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. How y'all doing this morning?
We're doing fine, Robin. I hear a melody in your voice today. How many questions do you have?
Right.
You start with me. No, I'm just sitting here watching and listening to what y'all been talking about.
Okay.
And the reason why, Bishop and Pastor Nick, that when people see you, they want y'all to pray over them, because your prayers work.
Yeah, that's the reputation.
Yeah, no problem with that.
That's the reputation.
Yeah, your prayers work. And I want to share this because there may be somebody that's listening or watching that may have gone through this or worse. As y'all know my story, I took ill. I have bipolar, and I couldn't keep working with Uber. So I really went down to a point where I couldn't even go to the store. I would go to the store and just stay in there not knowing what I need to get. But with y'all's prayers, and people always say, well, we call Bishop, Pastor Nick, we don't hear from him, but y'all busy. But one thing, y'all do get back to us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do get back to us and pray with us.
And let me tell you something that's really true, Robin. Folks say they call us and don't leave a message with anybody.
Yep.
So they say, I called and nobody called me back. Who'd you leave a message with? Well, I didn't leave one. How would we know you called?
Right, exactly.
That's correct. That's correct.
And they go blank. And then sometimes they intend to call. I was getting ready to, and they never do.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll always say, they didn't call me back. Well, you never reached us. You never left a message for us.
Yes.
Because we call everybody back.
Absolutely.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah. I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say to finish up, I don't want to be long because I do have something I don't know if you're aware of. I'm going to bring to your attention, then I'll be done. But because of me being there, because of the love that I feel from you and Pastor Nick and from the members that know me, I know people were praying for me. I could have ended up homeless.
Yeah.
It just so happened I had a cousin who I could go stay with, but it wasn't for me to stay there in that environment, but it was for me not to be homeless. So that's why I'm at my son's now. So God has been with me through everything, and I'm just thankful that I trusted God enough to know that to depend on Him, go to Him first before I make decisions. And some of the things I wouldn't have been going through if I had did that. And that's from your teachings, even though I may not have listened from the beginning. But all this that had happened to me made me look at God a different way, my relationship and everything. And I just thank you and Pastor Nick for checking on me, make sure I was okay, because y'all wasn't seeing me. Because y'all know I have to be in church.
Oh, yeah.
I have to be in Bethany. I have to. That's where I pull my strength. And just seeing my family, it helps me to continue to stay in God's word. But I just wanted to share that because it could be somebody who's going through what I've been through or worse. God made sure I wasn't homeless. He said, no, I got you. But these are the things that you have to work on.
Yeah.
These are the things you have to work on. But that's what I wanted to say. If I keep going, I'll cry. But
your son's house is near Pastor Anthony's church, right?
Yes, I was, Bishop.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, my gosh. I recorded it.
Did you?
I recorded your message. Yes, I did.
You bootlegged it?
No, I ain't think of that. But no, I didn't.
Yeah, you bootlegged it. You bootlegged it. You stole the message? Okay.
But those that weren't there, what you did was have the pastors to come around the altar and for everybody to sow a seed. And then, Bishop, you was helping people to sow seed. I've never seen that. No other churches showed that type of love for his people. Wow. I don't care what nobody has said about you or Pastor Nick. Y'all are the best pastors in the world. Not because I'm a member, but you show love in so many different ways.
I appreciate you.
So many different ways. But I know y'all saw the interview with Vice President Harris on Fox.
Which one?
The one that she just did, and how he cut her off so many times because she was talking about the border. And then when she told him that they had a bill, but the Republicans and Trump blocked it. So, I mean, it's like they're trying to do everything they can to make her look bad, but she came at him. She shut him down.
Yeah,
she shut him down.
What's amazing to me is it's almost as though social studies was not studied in high school or junior high, and some places elementary school. Everybody that knows anything about the United States government knows that vice presidents do not set policy.
Right, they don't do, no.
I don't know what is wrong with us. No. That's her border bill. That's her inflation. Yep. Come on, and people are buying that.
They are. They don't research anything.
Look,
I know.
Former President Trump already said that vice presidents don't matter. He said that about his own guy.
Even vice presidents would say that.
Yes.
They'd be like, we don't do nothing.
They don't have any power.
They stopped teaching civics.
Yeah.
You're right. They stopped teaching.
And people don't know now.
They don't know.
The vice president's job is mostly a stakeholder, just in case something happens. They give them a couple minor programs to form and usher through.
Yep.
They're really a public relations office. But as far as setting policy,
They don't do that. But people believe crazy things. Like I heard that rumor that she slept her way to the top
Come
at the
on.
DA, the prosecutor.
come on.
And a guy asked, in California, you have to elect a prosecutor.
Right.
She got however many million votes. How many people did she sleep with to get to the top? Like, think about it. Like, she slept with so-and-so. That's how she got that position. You get voted in.
They have to diminish everything.
Like, seriously?
Like they're saying she's not intelligent. For real, y'all.
Thank you.
I know.
Come on,
well, I
y'all.
just have one more thing, Bishop.
thought you
and
only
I'm
had one.
hanging up.
But I know.
I thought you only had one.
I'm hanging. Okay, did y'all hear when former President Trump, we got to pray for him, saying if God came down and tallied votes, I would have won in 2020 because God wouldn't have cheated.
He needs to stop.
Yes, he did. But that's all I have. Go Eagles. I know, Pastor Nick, that was a good game.
When did they play?
They played the Giants.
They played the Giants.
Giants
It
are
was
not
good.
good?
But
No. Let's see how they play throughout the rest of the year. That's
I know. But
So
that was a good game,
The
especially what
scrub
Saquon
teams
did.
are behind them now. The good teams are ahead of them.
well. The Eagles actually have the easiest remaining schedule just about any
Really?
team. Yeah. So they have a really easy road the rest of the way.
So what are they gonna do when they get in there with a real good team that plays
I
from
know.
the first
That's what I'm
from the
saying.
first minute of the first quarter?
That's the problem.
Okay.
We got to see how it's going to work.
You can't come back like that on a good team.
No. Nah.
You can't take the first half off
Yeah.
and say, okay, let's go out and play.
Yeah, let's go play. No.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
So
All right,
we'll
Rob.
Well, I won't see y'all tomorrow, but I'll see y'all next Sunday.
Okay.
see you later.
All right. Love you guys. Y'all
Bye-bye
have a
now.
blessed, safe day.
Bye-bye now.
All right. Bye.
866-743-8267. 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. Won't you like us, subscribe to us, and share? Help us gain these milestones that we're seeking to gain as it relates to our audience and our exposure. We believe that other people need to hear this conversation, saved or unsaved.
Yeah.
It's from a biblical point of view, so it's wisdom that's ancient and good for anybody. So we've got this voter town hall coming up Tuesday night
Yes.
at 7 o'clock. We want all of you to be with us at 7 o'clock Tuesday night. Voter town hall, virtual. You'll be able to go to the website and get the information. We're looking forward. We got some great guests that'll be involved. We're going to also weave a discussion on Project 2025 into the conversation. We don't want you to miss it. You need to be informed. Those you love need to be informed.
Yeah.
So that's Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, virtual town hall, a virtual voter town hall. We're going to have a great time in that situation. Of course, tomorrow is our church anniversary, 57 years. 57 years, and we're looking forward to Bishop Samuel Blakes, who should be landing in a few minutes. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, the New Home Church. Looking forward to him. I thought his mom was coming with him.
Yeah.
They don't sound like she came.
She
man.
came, okay.
I'm disappointed.
Disappointed.
I'm at the call on the phone.
Call for
Yo, Mom, I thought you was coming.
Come see you.
I ain't coming to church tomorrow. but we're looking forward to seeing Bishop Sam
Yeah,
tomorrow. His brother, Bishop Bob, did a wonderful job on Women's Day.
absolutely.
And we're just looking forward to a great time tomorrow. Won't you join us?
Yep.
People coming from all over to fellowship with us, to worship with us, hear word with us. 57 years. If you want to support us, come. If you can't come, but you want to support us, we're only asking $57 per member. Some of us have gotten together. We're going to sow at least $1,000 tomorrow. But we're asking for any form of 57, 570, 5,700. Not $1.57. Not that. Don't go that
Right.
low. But we're looking forward to a great time tomorrow. We've got Danny. Hey, Danny.
Bishop, good morning. Pastor
Hi,
Nick.
how you
How's
doing,
everyone
man?
today?
How you doing?
Hey, well, pretty good. And I just have to change what I was going to talk about, but I'm not going to say anything
Hey,
about
no,
that.
you don't have, we got you this time, brother.
Yeah.
You were looking for sweatshirts and hoodies, weren't you?
Right.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Better be careful.
But-
Climate change.
Mm-hmm.
Mama gonna have to pull her fur coat
Yeah.
out in Florida. You watch.
Right. You're going to
They
snow in
looking
Florida one
forward
day.
to
Watch.
that
Huh?
when they look forward to that to put on that coat.
I
for
know
one
she
day.
does. And some boots.
Yeah, and some boots. but what I was going to talk about was but gun control and what have you, and the political atmosphere down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a slam dunk to surprise everyone that is counting, thinking that it's going to go one way.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of it. If Vice President makes a visit here herself,
Yeah.
not sending someone else,
Okay.
just come through the area, show them that she has some insight
Mhm.
of what's going on down here.
Mhm.
It will just go ahead and she can have the whole state. Just take it with no problem at all. But the other thing I wanted to say
Yeah.
is that was showing that is that when actually talking to you,
Mhm.
I had to go back to when I first ever saw you,
Okay.
looking at TV,
Okay.
and then seeing you speak and what have you. And I was talking with my wife. I said, you know what? He's going to be in Orlando. Let's go to Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay? So we decided to take the drive up to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And God was in the plan. I know it was God that was in the plan.
Yeah.
Because me being in my situation, I do not open up to people
Okay.
and talk and outward going and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided that we were going to we were running late. So we went to this particular hotel, and then we pulled up in there. And then the next morning we got up early, and we went downstairs, decided to go downstairs. When we got on the elevator, well, you know the story, but Pastor Nick, what happened? Who was on the elevator?
I'm sure. Bishop David.
Bishop.
Yes.
He was on the elevator. And I was astonished, and I guess he was looking at me, well, what's wrong with this man? What is he doing? And I'm looking at Bishop, and the way that he was talking and saying and what have you, it's like we were friends forever. And I was just so amazed the way that he was. I said, he is a different type of attitude, friendly and what have you. And then what happened as time went on, we went to the church and what have you. He had us to acknowledge and what have you. And we were just so impressed the way he was and how friendly he was. Then as time went on, me being a veteran and what have you, and veterans do not talk to people
Right.
that much because when you talk, they don't want to listen to you
Okay.
and what have you. But the amazing thing that what happened with Bishop is that he's a good listener as well as talker. And then the way that he teaches and preaches, he breaks it down to the least common denominator. Well, my grandmother used to have a saying, make it plain.
Yeah.
And you have that ability. And Pastor Nick has that ability.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking on that ability
Oh, yeah.
as well. And then I'll cut it short here, is that when we went through the economic crisis, when people were going through with situations with the homes and what have you, the way that you all got together and were speaking and encouraging us to go ahead, hang on, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
You know, at the time it didn't seem that way. But you had all the answers. And then I know what it is that you all talking with God.
Absolutely.
And I congratulate you on that. And that's what it's all about, your ability to go ahead and talk to the men and women who have given service to our country.
Mm-hmm.
We're overlooked because we don't have the same color skin and what have you. But we do have black heroes.
Yeah.
We have people that have gone and sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
And you acknowledge that. I like the way you acknowledge that with the congregation, with the church, letting everybody know that we do have heroes who do things. And we do thank you. We thank you all over.
Well,
People that you don't know,
we appreciate
thank you.
We appreciate what you all have done for us. We took our places on battlefields and in training and bases around the world, and just so people could have a life of liberty. Well, we were just talking about our worship meeting last night about getting ready for the next upcoming celebration for veterans. So we think it's important, Danny.
Yeah.
We think it's important, and we don't, like, I was always offended to see a veteran homeless. That offended
Yes,
the
yes,
heck
yes.
out of me.
Yes.
You know, so what exactly do you have to sacrifice in order for the government to say, okay, we need to help this person? It's crazy. And you see a lot of vets, but then the other thing is that the bureaucracy is so complex that the average veteran cannot wade through it by themselves. Because even just getting disability,
Yes.
you know, if you apply for it without a psychiatrist having written up a report for you, doctor think you can get 5 or 6
Denied.
rejections.
Wow.
Denied.
Multiple denials.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's coincidental. I think it's difficult on purpose. And they don't tell a person that you need to have a psychiatric exam. They need to give an independent opinion, and that needs to come along with your application. They don't tell them that.
No.
So number one, you don't have $1,000 to hire a psychiatrist to talk to you for
Right.
2 hours.
Right.
That's the first hurdle.
Yeah.
Well, the first hurdle is I don't know I need one. Second hurdle is once I know I need one, I can't afford one.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got to still go through the process.
Yes.
And it's not. They want you to be out on your feet
Yeah.
or laying flat on your back.
Yep.
You know, but if you have help, you get that psychiatric help, and that person's a lawyer and a physician at the same time, you can get the benefits.
Yeah.
But it's still a fight.
It is. We're a country of platitudes. It's just-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we honor our troops. We love them. Flag waving.
Yeah.
That's not getting somebody off the streets.
That's
or
right.
helping them with drug problems.
No, those gestures.
Yeah.
We're
They
a
are.
nation of gestures.
Yep.
And the way they use certain words for certain people, patriots, you know, and you ask that person, they say, "Oh, we will do this." Who did you serve under? What branch did you go? Oh, I don't. But they have so much to say.
Amazing. Amazing. I think it's, you know, having been in the street, and this is a long time ago, there's a distinct difference, and I know the difference, between being screamed at and being shot at.
Yes.
Being shot at is a whole different set of emotional circumstances. This whole, you know, that stuff you see on TV, you can't shoot straight when somebody's shooting at you.
Right.
It's
No.
just,
Yeah.
Can't be done.
no, it's a whole different mindset, and it's not quote unquote normal.
Yep.
And it has to have some type of impact on you after you leave that type of situation. But we're sensitive to our veterans, and we're going to be as long as me and Pastor Nick are alive. Amen. We're
Well, we
sensitive.
thank you all both.
Yeah.
We thank you so much, and we salute you.
God
And
bless
thank
you,
you
man.
so much, men and women.
Tell my daughter I said, hey.
We'll do, Bishop.
Tell her
We'll
I
do.
said she's blessed and highly favored. Talk to you soon, man.
Thank you.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Be blessed. Now. Thank you.
We've got a few minutes, maybe 5. 866-743-8267. 866-743-8267. I didn't know that the police were using drones with weapons in California.
So if there's like a hostage,
How's that work?
hostage situation or something, they got to go up high.
Yeah.
They can use the drone to shoot at
Okay.
somebody. Yeah.
I can see where that would be needed in some
In
cases.
some cases, yeah. Yeah.
But he banned it all together.
Well, no, they were trying to ban it, and he's allowing the police department to use them.
Oh, okay, he vetoed it.
He vetoed
Okay.
it. There, some people are afraid.
Some situations I can see how that would work.
Yeah. In certain situations, yeah.
Yeah,
If they
because
keep
it'll
it to a certain situation, yeah.
It'll save people from getting hurt.
Yeah.
Policemen. You know, you can send a drone up. If they knock the drone out the sky, you just send another drone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see. Yeah, because criminals are well armed now.
They are, yeah. And using technology too.
Yeah. They have drones also.
Right.
Yes. You know, so, and the drones can do everything that a plane can do. They can drop small munitions rather. They can shoot. They can, you know,
Yeah.
surveillance. Well, okay. Wow.
Yep.
Tell you. Now, maybe we can talk about this. We're running out of time. This whole mental health symptoms and kids and screen time. I think it would be worthwhile for us to have a discussion about this next week.
Sure. Okay.
Because I think I've seen a distinct change when I started limiting my kids' screen time to whatever they have in in school, and maybe an hour, max two,
Yep.
on the weekends.
Yep.
I've seen a change in the ability to concentrate.
Yep.
All of that has changed. So I won't say anything about their mental state yet.
Still keep right.
Man.
Yep.
All right, so tomorrow is our 57th church anniversary. We would love if you would join us. We are looking forward to a great time. Bishop Samuel Blakes from New Home Church in New Orleans, Louisiana, will be our guest tomorrow at our 11 a.m. service. We will have our virtual service at 8 a.m. Our live service is at 11. If you missed it, if you've never been involved in one of our live services, you need to come. Do yourself a favor. Get in the will of God, we say humorously, and come on out to Bethany tomorrow. We're looking forward to a great time in the Lord, as not only do we celebrate 57 years, but we celebrate it also by giving a anniversary offering to continue to keep our church strong. I'm thankful for those who joined us that are going to go the extra mile and give at least $1,000 tomorrow. We're looking forward to a very strong day, both spiritually, soul winning, and financially. Bishop Samuel Blakes, the brother of Bishop Robert Blakes, who a lot of you came out, and I also want to thank you all for coming to be with us last week in Pottstown. We had a good representation from around the region. Had a great time for Pastor Anthony's anniversary.
And that video is on our, we shared on our social media page.
We have
the
it?
sermon, yeah. It's
Got
on
the
there.
video? It's called They're Coming From All Over.
Yep.
You want to take a look at that. Our midweek services are dynamic. Our Bible studies at noon on Wednesday and 7 p.m. You don't want to miss them. Pastor Nick, I understand you've been doing a tremendous job. They come out of there talking about it.
I'm having fun in there.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
good time.
You know, we're in Game Changers.
Yep.
And it's working out really well. If you need some updates, you want to be kept up to date on what we're doing, you can text BBC News to 28950. If you are in need of some spiritual uplift, BBC Elevate to 28950. We'd love to pray with you. Send all your prayer requests to prayer@go2bethany.com. That's prayer@go2bethany.com. And subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube, as well as subscribe to DGEMS, DGEMS, and On Point, our podcast platforms. Anything else, Pastor Nick?
Oh, Wednesday, trunk or treat, too.
That's right.
So while
Trunk or treat Wednesday.
While the adults are in here, the kids
While
will be
adults
in
are
the
in here, the kids will be at the event.
Yep.
That's our alternative for Halloween. We need parents to register, decorate your trunks. They'll be lined up outside in the parking lot. Kids will have a great time, safe time, time of fellowship while we're in here studying the Word of God together in Bible study. Well, Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. Remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you. See you tomorrow for our 57th anniversary here at Bethany Church in Lindenwold, New Jersey.